When was the last time that you really took the time to clean up your Instagram feed? Now, if you're a handmade artisan, I'm going to take a bit of an assumption here that Instagram is probably one of the channels that you play most on. And I really use that word play as well because I think it's an important piece that as creatives that we remind ourselves and remember that this is all meant to be fun. My name's Lena Broughton and I'm the very proud owner of madeit.com.au, the home to over 800 Australian artisans. And hopefully if you're an Australian artisan as well and you're not yet on the platform, I hope that you come on over and become part of this incredible collective. It is way more than a marketplace. It really is a community of like minds. So this idea about your Instagram feed, it came to me because a friend had sent me something. Now I have multiple accounts, which if you know me, you would have known that I've already recommended to others that you don't do this, right? But I guess for me, I had my Lena Broughton Instagram, which I still do, but it's not one that I actively use. Then we've got Madeit, the main channel, which is really all of the things that we go out to customers. And then we've got Madeit for Artisans, and that's where it was a page that we created, an account that we created last year, really with the idea that it gives you and me a really safe and nurtured space where we can share, but it doesn't feel like it's necessarily with our customers. And based on the comments that we get, it really is purely artisans that are following that account. So it means that you can come on over, come to the lives, and we can connect properly. But in this process of having multiple accounts, right, it just means that the energy is really split. And so this year I made the decision that I didn't want to be, I guess, having my Lena Broughton Instagram page. I didn't want to be there anymore. And it's not to say that I don't have, my beautiful friends that are on there and all of the stuff happening over there, but it also felt like I kept getting drawn in to other people's energy and narratives. And just roll with me here for a bit, right? And it's about the fact that when we're taking in content from other people, we can't help but read their stories. And if you've got, friends who are very politically minded or perhaps just have really different views on the world, even though you may be friends, right? There's a value in the friendship, but yet it's really interesting to see what people share on social media. And so what's happened over on Madeit for Artisans, I've been really strategic and mindful about all of the accounts that we follow over there. And if you want to reach out as well, by the way, that's 100% me over on Madeit for Artisans, including in the messaging. So reach out, send me a message. But it also became my positivity bubble, and I decided that I only want to have that space to connect with other creatives, to see what they're creating, but really like-minded creatives as well who are on a path of evolution and growth. And a few of the accounts that come to mind where I just love their content, right? Fat Cat Originals, Joe, if you're watching, I love the stories that you create. Like you're sharing other people's content, but you've got such a uplifting, playful, fun element of the things that you share. Liz from LEJ. Liz, I love your videos and they're so cheeky and real, but also really sharing and generous with everything that you're doing. So when was the last time you gave your Instagram feed a bit of a clean up? And it includes going through and clicking on the 3 dots on some of those ads and getting rid of them. Now, the gauge that I use when I'm going through a bit of a clean up, right? First things first, what I want to do is actually just get out of my head for a minute. So take yourself outside, go for a little bit of a walk. It's great if you've got a puppy. I tell you what, it's a perfect way to clear the blocked energy in your head. And then just come back in and have a look and start scrolling through your feed. And if you see a post, it might be triggering, and sometimes weirdly, right, you can absolutely love someone and love what they post, but for whatever reason it's triggering for you, whether it's like gives you a feeling of not feeling enough or having that lack. But maybe it's time that you just unfollow for a little bit. And it's not like making like a statement to say, I'm not following that person. Not like that at all. You just go, it's not what I need right now. And maybe it takes you on a journey as well to take a little bit of time to go, what is it that I do want to see on my feed? And what could really lift me up? Because the less accounts that you're following, the more likely that you are to see the accounts that you want to see. And the other way that you can nurture the algorithm as well is that, let's say for an example, like Marcelena would be another one. Marcelena, I love your videos, right? And by actively going through and looking at your stories, it tells Instagram, this is someone that I really want to see. And all of a sudden I'll get to see her stuff on a more regular basis. Now, if you're looking for inspiration, jump over to Made It for Artisans and have a look at through who's following the account as well, because you will see so many great accounts, or have a look and see who I'm following as well. But this is just your message, just to clean it up a little bit. If you want to be in a space of ever evolving and growth, then that's going to be one of the things that you want to actually put into your calendar on a regular basis. I was listening to the Simon Sinek interview with Stephen Bartlett from Diary of a CEO. I've listened to it a few times now actually, and I've already spoken about it. But where he describes community as a group of people who are growing together. And I was like, I love that. And that's really what the intention is of everything that we do with Made It and with these sessions, the Handmade Daily. But yeah, clean it up a bit and tell me, do you want to share with me in the comments, what are a couple of the accounts that you follow that really light you up? And yeah, I'd be totally interested to see what they are. So have a beautiful day wherever you are. Happy handmade, and I'll see you again tomorrow for the Handmade Daily. Bye.